Alright. Hello, all my little snow fluffs. Oh my god, it's been a while, so I gotta get used to this again because I gotta start. I know it's been a while, and I gotta start recording more often. Cause I don't know, I feel like it'd be better if I started recording a little more before actually getting into like actually good streaming. So, oh, I gotta move this more up because this just actually no, I think it's fine. My hand. All right. Today we are going to be reacting to this DxtrWhite video being the most horrific FNAF game you'll ever seen. I've read that so wrong. Yeah, that one. I read that so wrong. Okay. You know what? Let me retry that. All right. Let me retry that. Let me get in the way because you know what? I need to be in the way. Today we're going to be watching the most horrific FNAF game you've ever seen. There you go. See? Was that so hard? No, it wasn't. I don't know exactly whether I want to like how most people do it, where they like their camera covers some of the area. So like here, let me give an example. So like say that well, I don't have a full screen, but you get the point. There's going to be a little bit underneath. But say for example, I do this like a good size for me, and I'm like in the way, either in the corners, whichever corner, I don't really care, or I make it so that I'm not covering everything. For the sake of this one, I'm gonna cover it a little bit for this thing, but yeah, um, just let me know in the comments whether you like it like this or just shrunk down more in the middle, like out of the way, so then you could see the full video and not have to worry about me being in the way. So let me know in the comments. But for now, I'm gonna put myself in the way because it seems easier to do that than make it really small and make it hard to see for people. But then again, just let me know how y'all would put it, and I'll stick to doing one or the other. So, okay, let's get right into the video. Oop, full screen. There you go. Oh, I need to shrink. Mm-hmm. Oh, shoot. Damn. He called me out immediately. He called me out immediately. I haven't watched those in so long, not gonna lie. Because, like, do y'all just remember watching Five Nights at Wario's or Five Nights at Sonic's by, what was his name? I know it was one guy that played both of those games. Or the one guy that played, hold on. I gotta, I gotta remember who did the Five Nights at Wario's. But yeah, that was like insane. And then the other one was like in a mansion, I think, where you would have to walk around the actual area. I don't know, those are cool. I don't know this one. Hmm? Oh, they need introduction for me. I don't know. I'm not too well versed in the FNAF games more often. I mean, if y'all would want to see me do a fan FNAF game, fan FNAF game, just oh wait, I might have messed up the audio. Please tell me I don't have to redo that. Hold on. Hold on. Let me redo the let me redo the audio real quick. I gotta properties. Oh, it is the wrong audio. Okay. Let me retry that whole video. Okay. Here we go. Let me retry the whole video. Okay, there we go. Retry.
Popular
Boom.
pre-existing IPs in FNAF games.
Here, I'll put
I'm sure
subtitles just
quite
in
a few
case.
examples already
Oh,
come to
yeah.
your mind when I say that. Five Nights at Wario's, Five Nights at Sonic's, Five Nights at the Krusty Krab, among many others, are very popular examples of this. However, in my journey of playing FNAF games to find games worthy enough to talk about, there's one very popular IP I see show up very frequently. An IP that has so many games made by multiple different talented individuals, and the person who made the game we'll be talking about today needs no introduction.
They need introduction
Today,
for
we're
me.
going to be talking about a
That was
FNAF
such a
game
big fail.
about
Oh my god, I'm so sorry for
Teletubbies.
like not being
You
able
might
to
think
let
that's
you.
weird since
Shush. I love you, but shush. Anyways, I didn't have the audio, so there you go. Now you can hear what he was saying. I also didn't have subtitles, so for any deaf people that watch my videos, y'all can turn your subtitles on to read mine, and probably have to put something in the way. I might not put subtitles because you can just put subtitles, so I'm actually going to turn those off. Because you could just put subtitles on my video. I think. I don't know. I don't know how subtitles work. For the sake of me, I'm going to turn subtitles on because I don't think my videos support subtitles right now. Oops. So I'm just going to leave it as is. But, alright, let's get back to this. But yeah, that's, I need introduction because, you know, I don't know avocado games.
The Tubby-land Archives Act 1 a few weeks ago, but this is a perfect example of just how many FNAF fan games have been built around this IP. Today, we'll be covering the Remnants of Tubby-land, a FNAF fan game made by Avocado Dreams, the same person responsible for one of the most terrifying FNAF games ever designed, Graveyard Shift at Freddy's. Rest assured.
Ooh, wait. Not gonna lie. Hold on, let me fix something. There's not gonna be too much editing going on with my thing because, you know, me, I have to still work on actually knowing how to edit. So that's gonna be going on. Anyways, but I wanted to try Graveyard Shift at Freddy's, but you know, I don't know about the demand for that. So y'all are gonna have to, you know what? If we get at least like what 5 likes, 10 likes, I'll do a Graveyard Shift at Freddy's. I'll do it. Trust. And I'll record it. I'll stream it. Stream will be linked down below, obviously. And let's do this.
This game is terrifying as well. And not only that, it's also really hard. So let's waste no more time and jump right into the Remnants of Tubby-land.
Okay, immediately off the bat though, this thing is scary as hell. I'm not gonna lie. That thing is kind of creepy. Oh wait, I just realized how big his mouth was. Oh Jesus, look.
To begin,
you know this is gonna be a
we
good
have
video.
to talk about the setting in which this game takes place. Typically in FNAF games, we see the setting as a restaurant, with animatronics that were on stage and would sing in the party room while the children ate their food. But not this time.
I don't know how I feel about the pit. It didn't really fit my style because I'm a traditional FNAF fan. So when I want to play a FNAF game, I preferably want to sit in an office doing something rather than be a free roam. Well, I mean, I play free roam. I'll play a free roam, but it has to be within a it has to be within a like setting of like within an office, within a pizzeria of some sort that has an office, because this one didn't have one, so it was good. Don't get me wrong, I did like the game, but it wasn't personally one of my favorites when it came to FNAF games. Like, I'd watch it, but I would never really play it.
The Remnants of Tubby-land takes place in a daycare that's been seemingly left to rot. We take
We is not starting off like that. Excuse me, Dipsy.
Party room while the children ate their food. But not this time around. The
Oh, he's massive.
Remnants of Tubby-land takes place in
Oh, good Lord. Why? What are we feeding these fucking people? What are we feeding these people? All right. That's just golly. All right. You know what? Sure. Here, let me move this. I gotta move the two things.
Daycare that's been seemingly left to rot. We take the job as a night guard, and before we know it, we're thrown into a twisted death trap. But hold up, boys. Before we continue, I want to talk about the plushie for a moment. For those of you that didn't know, I'm partnering with Makeship to attempt to get this little demon man plushie made in real life. We currently have a petition going on gathering pledges from people like you.
That's cute. That you know what? I'd buy one. I'd buy one. All right, just skip past the
having that plushie made in real life. Then go to the top interrupting. Let's get back to the video.
Let me move my body
Loading into the office for the first time. Fucking other. What the?
Shit. Maybe I should unbind those. You know what? I'll figure it out when I get to there.
For interrupting, let's get back to the video. Loading into the office for the first time, there's already a lot to talk about. Please don't be as hard as the fucking other. What the fuck am I looking at?
What the hell?
Let's start by mentioning how fucking creepy this game looks. Obviously, we've got this little fella sitting in front of us.
Tinky, what they do to you? No. You personally, I don't know how people take. I don't know how. What? Okay, I want to go on a rant for a second. Why do FNAF games shouldn't exist for the sole reason that people should have common sense with these things? Like, I swear. I know most times in their universe they don't have a like. I'm gonna make this video like 40 minutes long for how like. But I don't know how people could just go into these buildings and being like, yeah, I'm gonna work here for like $100 a day. No minimum wage job that wants to kill you pays that much. But then it wouldn't be minimum wage. You know what? Yeah.
And of course, he will become more important later on. But seriously, just look at the scenery in this game. I honestly think it's creepier than Graveyard Shift. Everything just looks so grainy, uncanny, and gross. It seems like a really nasty place to have to spend your time, and yet here we are spending our time here. We get our night one phone call, and it's just about as basic as you could imagine. The typical night one phone call stuff. The phone guy introduces where we are, why we're watching over the place, and pretends like there's nothing to be worried about, because the murder robots would never murder us.
So if they
that's what I was saying. I literally just said it.
Probably damage themselves more than they already have.
Just say they can blow my shit out. The reason we're given as to why we're here is pretty unclear. However, we're told that our main objective is just to watch the robots since they are capable of moving around. At least they can acknowledge that this is something that is happening. Of course, he says they won't hurt us, but
you know what? I'm just gonna let Dxter explain that.
Also decides it's a great idea to explain to us how to defend ourselves on the off chance they come into our office. He explains their facial recognition and says that if they move around too much, they may damage themselves. So I guess we've got some suicidal robots around here. Fantastic. Anyways, how many threats are introduced on night one?
How many?
Two threats are introduced on night one. So let's go over them.
And the megaphone?
Let's start with this game's main attraction, Dipsy.
Ooh.
So I don't see nobody yet.
I like the look of
Avocado
Dipsy.
Dreams.
I do like the look of him, but he is creepy
She knows
as hell.
how to set an atmosphere. What the fuck is that? Dude, Dipsy Dick will begin on camera too. If
Excuse me, Dipsy. Oh, well, we're starting off strong.
If we take a look at the map, we can see the path that the characters will have to take to reach us. It's a little bit confusing, so really take a look at it. As you can see, camera 2 is not actually connected to our office at all. This entire building is just one big spiral to reach our office. So Dipsy Dick will have to start from camera 2, then go.
I can't with him just. So Dipsy, Okay, so basically it's kind of like FNAF 3, where it's kind of like a little spiral or zigzag straight to the office.
To 3,
with
4,
vents
5, and to finally end up in camera 7 before he can attack us.
Wait,
Make sense?
wait, hold on. I want to go on a little thing here. What is this room? There's a room here. I don't know if this is a room or an entrance. I would think this is the entrance over here, or maybe over here. What is this? Is that an entrance, which wouldn't have a camera because none of the animatronics would go over there? Or something. Also, why are they so destroyed? Why would we care if they got more destroyed? Don't they already seem like just really damaged? Why would we care if...
Good.
You know, I'll let him
Dipsy
explain.
makes no noise when moving around, so you'll
Well,
have to
of course.
track him yourself on the cameras.
Well,
Once he
no,
reaches
duh,
camera
most
7,
characters.
he actually has 2 phases. One far away from the camera, and another where he's a lot closer to the camera. And even despite the fact that this is a robot,
He looks
somehow
like he
his
could
face is
literally
able
open
to
my mouth.
distort to an unrealistic length. Don't question it. Ooh, spooky. That's all that matters. Like an entire half of the building has no cameras in it. That's so ugly. That's so ugly. Once Dipsy makes it to the second
I feel
phase
like I
on
can fit my
camera
whole arm
7,
down
his next move and
I'm not gonna finish
opportunity will
this.
have him
This-
disappear. When he does, that's how you know he's about to attack you. Since Dipsy will never move backwards, it's always easy to keep
with this
track of
mask?
him. Once he does disappear, you'll have to put on the sun mask located on your desk. It works exactly the same as the mask from FNAF 2. And of course, Avocado Dreams did not disappoint with the animations. Take a look. Oh my god, dude, that'd be so sick! Damn, bro.
Oh, the motherfucker just said, you know what?
Located on your desk. It works exactly the same.
Okay.
That is so
My guy just said, hello.
cool. It's so cool, bro.
I can't lie to you, man. This shit cool as fuck. This shit cool as fuck.
Just creepy as fuck, isn't it? God, I love
Oh,
it. It's
Jesus
so cool.
Christ.
Anyways, something else about your mask that you've probably noticed is this asthma
Why does it feel like he's getting tased in the balls? Is no one gonna talk about that for a second? Like,
This shit cool as fuck.
Just creepy as fuck, isn't it? God, I love it. It's so cool.
see, this is the face of a man who's getting tased in the balls. I'm going to say that right now because if it looks like just look at the pain he's in.
Anyways, something else about your mask that you've probably noticed is this asthma meter. This is basically just the scrapped toxic meter from Five Nights at Freddy's 2. The longer your mask is on, the higher your asthma meter will increase. And if it increases all the way, the mask will forcefully be taken off, and you'll have to wait for a cooldown before you can put it on again. And that's obviously not a good thing, especially not on later nights. Now, for the second threat this night introduces, Trumpet. Trumpet acts as more of a nuisance character rather than an actual threat in this game.
So the microphone's
However,
called Trumpet
don't
in
let
this
that
one?
make you think
That's
you
cool.
can ignore him, because you most certainly cannot. Occasionally, you'll be able to see Trump Dick rising up from behind your desk. It does make a noise, but
so far he's oh my god. I like, you know what? I feel like everyone who's watching this video knows some bit about Teletubbies, whether they watched it in the past or something. Which reminds me a lot about the time that Slendy Tubbies came to exist back then. Oh my god. I gotta get into one of those videos. I feel like I should do that. Would be a good thing for like Slendy Tubbies game. Like react to one of those. If y'all want to see that, also put that down in the comments. Alright, I'm asking for too many comments. Let's continue.
on later nights, you may find it hard to hear it while you're on the cameras. So you should get into the habit of checking often. When Trumpet starts to rise, you will have to quickly find his error message that randomly spawns on one of your cameras. My least favorite FNAF mechanic hidden into a character that technically doesn't enter the camera themselves. I'm onto you, game. Watch your back. When you find the error, simply press the power button and Trumpet will fall back behind your desk. But what happens if you just let Trumpet fully appear and start blasting your eardrums with the loudest sound you've ever heard in your entire life? Well, the sound that emits from it will slowly cause the AI value of every other character to slowly increase until Trumpet is turned off. And even after you turn Trumpet off, you want to hear something crazy? The AI values will never go back down throughout the night. So let me tell you, you do not want to miss a Trumpet.
See, I know people hold grudges, but that's a whole different breed of grudge. That you stinky. I don't like you. I was thinking about playing this game. I don't like you. You scare me now. You scare me now. Continue. All right, let me. Great, good googly moogly.
Attack. You will very quickly regret it. Old trumpet dick. Night 2 introduces probably the most revolting, nasty, fuck-ass character I've ever seen in my life on this earth. Luckily, it's not nearly as bad as one of Avocado Dream's other demon spawns, Sheriff Slither Dick, but trust me, this character...
Okay, we're just getting off topic here. Like, what are we doing?
Luckily, it's not nearly as bad as one of Avocado Dream's other demon spawns, Sheriff Slither Dick, but trust me, this character will still make you want to cover your willy with honey and jump wiener first into a fire ant.
What?
This character will still make you want to cover your willy with honey and jump wiener first into a fire ant hill. That character...
Ow! That... that sounds so painful. You poor... You know what? There's the hole. Stick it... No, I'm sorry, Poe. I'm sorry, Poe.
Of course, is Poe. Poe is...
Poe, you were one of my favorites. And now... I'm scared of you. I'm genuinely scared of whatever the hell that is. That's some wild stuff. I don't like the look at you. I don't like looking at you, so I'm just gonna continue.
A very simple character to understand. However, that's probably the scariest part about her. Poe starts on camera 1. She will then move to camera 3. From 3, she will either move to camera 2 or camera 4. You want her to move to camera 4. Trust me, it's better for your mental health overall. She will then move between camera 6, 4, 5, and 3 for the rest of the night. She will never naturally wander to your office, but don't let that make you think you're safe.
Oh,
you're
she's
not
shy.
safe. You're never safe. This is easily the worst character in the entire game. While Poop is on the cameras, if you're looking at the camera she's on, you'll be able to hear the song she emits as she wanders around. You'll have to track her around the cameras to constantly make sure the song is playing. If the song ever stops, you're in trouble. On night 2, a large red button will appear on your desk.
Oh wow, of course.
If the music stops, all you have to do is push this button and her music will reset. But you have to be really fast. If her music is off, that's when she'll make her way to your office. If you at any point see her in camera 7, you need to hit the button immediately. Faster than you've ever hit anything else before in your entire life. Faster than a 1950s husband hits his wife after coming home and not having a martini in his hand the moment he walks through the door. If you don't, obviously...
Oh my god, that was perfect. Bro, take a second.
If you don't, obviously she's...
Yeah. I don't think he can handle this. I don't think he can handle this.
Obviously she's gonna bounce into your office and start bouncing on it crazy style. Riding it like a bike with no seat type shit.
I'm just gonna go to whim here and say some of y'all have thought that. Some of y'all have put that in your mind. Get your mind out the gutter. Or if not, tag me along with you. Okay, continue.
Oh, but he's fast. It is me or did Poe get really fast? Oh shit. Oh my god,
oh my
ass just fell off. Fuck. And before you say anything, look at this ugly fuck. You don't want that.
I don't want that.
The problem that Poe brings into this game is obviously requiring your constant attention. and Dipsy has already been shown to require a lot of your attention as well. And trust me, the synergy that Poe has with every other character that will be introduced into this game is prominent and brutal the entire way through. So let's continue talking about them, shall we? Night 3 brings on this fuckhead in your office, Tinky Winky.
What
I
the?
like that. I don't like this.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Okay, so we're starting off like that, aren't we? We're starting off with this. What wasn't his eyes just black like not even a few minutes ago? Wait a minute. Wasn't his
me name is prominent? 3 bring brutal the entire way through.
Hold on.
So let's continue talking about them, shall we? Night 3 brings on this fuckhead in your office, Tinky Winky.
And he starts vibrating.
I don't like this fucker staring at me right now. I can't lie. That I'm not.
Girls, we must stay
a
focused.
huge fan of the way he's looking at me. He's like licking his lips and shit. And it's like,
trust me, I can go crazy over just vibrations.
Hey. Ooh. Pinky Dick works in the exact same way as Peggy from Showman's The Awakening, which I've covered on this channel before, and you should go watch that video after you finish this one. Tinky Dick is very much a weeping angel character. If you're looking at him, he won't move. But if you have your camera up, he will slowly begin to creep towards you throughout 3 different phases.
Like that.
Each phase is pretty obvious, so don't worry about not noticing it. After the final phase, he will attempt to jump you like you're in the streets of Compton. All you have to do is put your mask on and he'll go back to where he was.
Why are we tasing?
However, unlike Dipsy, Tinky requires you to be a lot faster with your mask, and you can't put on your mask before an attack to bait the attack out. Tinky has to attack before putting the mask on will push him backwards. Thankfully, if you're on your cameras, he will force them down when he attacks. So it isn't just a guessing game, but you have to be really, really fast, especially on later nights.
I think we all know what joke I want to make. I'll just let y'all simmer.
You'll have close to only 1 second to put it on once he attacks, lest your butt cheeks get spread and he lathers peanut butter and jelly on that shit like a midnight snack.
What? What? Why are we lathering what? Huh? Huh? Why are we lathering what? Huh? Well, of course.
Oh, okay. It's blatantly obvious.
Mind you, he's a joke.
Huh, bitch?
Huh?
Was I just not fast enough? Do you have to be like really, really quick with it? Obviously, Tinky brings up an enormous problem. With 2 characters requiring you to constantly watch them on the cameras, adding a character that penalizes you for using the cameras is obviously going to cause quite a bit of problems. This is actually the problem that led to me having to change the way I play the game and switch up my strategy to solely focusing on Poe and occasionally checking on camera 7 to see if Dipsy has arrived yet. It's also this character that made me decide to start forcing attacks from him. For example, let's say Dipsy just attacked me. I know it's going to be a while before Dipsy can come to attack me again. So in order to not have the asthma meter blow up my guts, I would sit and stare at the cameras until Tinky attacked me, resetting his timer before the next Dipsy attack. It's a very AIDS strategy that makes me die a little bit on the inside, but it does get the job done well enough. Well, now it's time to move on to night 4 and introduce a character so sepsis-ridden you'd think you've injected yourself with every disease on Earth. Lala. Lala starts in camera 1.
No.
Injected yourself with every disease on Earth. Lala.
No. What on earth are we doing? That's to Jesus. You look at that and tell me that's Lala. She's not even like, she's not even yellow. She's just this murky, weird brown. Which I mean, I guess yellow's gonna turn to brown eventually because of all the dirt and where's her head? Where is her head? I don't know. They really butchered my girl. Then again, I feel like, you know what? After watching some of those old Teletubby animations, you know, the ones where they're all fluffy and stuff, and like, what was it, Poe likes Tinky and all that. I don't know. Y'all know what I'm talking about if you guys were into the Teletubbies relationship type things. I don't know. Might have just been me. I don't know. But yeah, you know what? Deserved after what she did.
Lala starts in camera 1 like poop. She has a set path around the.
Why she kind of look like the what is it? You know those old that one. I feel like someone's watched this on YouTube Shorts or TikTok, and like it's like, what is it? It's that guy that is like talking about how good one of the other guys were crafted and stuff, like carved wood. I don't know. And it was just like a little sack guy, like a little made of. I gotta find a picture of it.
Map to get to your office, very similar to Dipsy. On this night, you'll
Actually,
notice that
like
each camera Lala will travel through will now be equipped with a camera button, allowing you to take a picture of each camera and obviously emitting a flash of light at the same time. I'm sure you can tell exactly where this is going. Lala will move throughout the cameras during this night. You will have to flash her on whatever camera she's on to push her back. Then go to the camera you pushed her to and flash her again. Keep doing this until you push her back into camera 1. When she goes.
You know what? This makes me feel a lot like Blitis Casa. I just miss. I know Casa is the actual word for it, not Casa, but you know, all of us are like some form of English speakers, so yeah. Yeah, I get it. But it's like I think it's pronounced Casa, like for the house. But I don't know what the first part would be for, but I know the second part is house.
Goes back into camera 1 and she will shut down and won't attack again for a while. So doing this is very important. And if you're lucky, you can catch her really quickly and only have to push her back once. The problem with her? She is very, very fast. She will move through her cameras faster than the fat bitch in line at the Golden Corral who's hopping up and down because the buffet just got refilled.
You know, that just sounds like my brother. That just sounds like my brothers when they're hungry.
Sit down, Shamu. There are so many things that I don't understand. I don't know what's going on right now. Oh. You're telling me she got all the way through the cameras that fast? Clearly. You're telling me she got through every camera that fast?
Oh, wait, whoa, what? There she is in the little hallway thing. What is this? What, you're telling me they turn us into custard, they kill us? That's wild.
No.
That's
wild. This is bullshit. Let me tell you what this is. This is bullshit, bro. Like, what the fuck is that? What is that? How the fuck am I supposed to keep track of those 3 fuckers at the same time while also not looking at the cameras for this fucker? I'll tell you how you don't. That's bullshit.
You don't. You really don't.
We now have an interesting group of mechanics to talk about. Thankfully, even though this game does rely a lot on RNG, there was a very clear attempt put in place by Avocado Dreams to mitigate how much RNG is actually involved. The main example I can point to is Tinky Winky. Tinky Winky will never attack you if Lala has left camera 1. This prevents an insta-loss that would otherwise be present. Obviously, if Tinky Dick is about to attack and you get an attack from Lala, if you were to deal with Lala, then Tinky would attack you, and while being attacked, Lala would easily make it to your office and kill you. So thank God Tinky isn't able to attack you while Lala is. However, his aggression meter will still increase, meaning that immediately after you deal with Lala, it's very likely you will get an insta attack from Tinky. So you'll need to be fast, but at least there isn't any luck involved. Night 5 introduces nothing new and is just a much harder version of Night 4. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys. I was not able to beat Night 5. I'm sure that if I threw in hours upon hours of attempts, I would have beaten it eventually, but I just don't have the type of patience like other people do. I applaud you if you beat it, but I did not.
Wait. I don't know if someone's... Yeah, look at that. Look at the TV. I don't know if someone agrees with me on this, but is he walking all the way around right next to him in order to pull up the cameras? Is someone going to tell me that he isn't doing that? Because it seems like our guy, the guy who is, sitting in this little office chair here, is walking around, going over here, and just meddling with this thing. While this guy exists. So then... And then he walks back, like, I can just imagine that. Like, just imagine having to get up, go around to look at the cameras, come back, sit down, and then realize he's going to come and kill you.
To talk about what everyone who's familiar with this game has been waiting for.
Like
Custom Night. And the secret night that comes along with it. If you go into Custom Night, you may notice that there is an extra...
How did I know it'd be custom custard?
Character slot just labeled NA. You'll also notice that you're unable to set its AI value. If you input the code 34193 into the other characters and press start, you will be entered into the secret boss night this game has to offer, Dream Night. Dream Night introduces 2 new threats, while disabling all other threats we've seen so far. These 2 new characters are Nunu and Evocation. Let's start with Evocation, since he was easily the character that confused me the most.
Whoa. Evocation has 2 faces. No, his face is upside down. Okay. That's weird. Wait, why does his face form around then? What? His face looks like it forms just fine, but it's the opposite way around.
Let's start with Evocation, since he was easily the character that confused me the most. Evocation will begin on camera 2, slowly emerging from a screen. After he leaves that camera, he will randomly teleport to any other camera except camera 1. You'll have to quickly find him and keep your eyes on him. From there, he can attack you in one of 2 ways. The first way will have him get super close to the camera and laugh like a child, which just fills me with rage because I hate children. When he does, all you have to do is flash whichever camera he went to. His other attack has him disappear from the camera entirely. If he does, he will immediately teleport inside of your office and float above you like he's possessed by the devil. If this is the attack he chooses, all you have to do is put your mask on and he will leave instantly.
His head is entirely upside down to do that.
You do have to be pretty fast with both attacks, so make sure you have your reflex game on point. Another thing to point out about the way Evocation attacks is that he will never attack the same way twice. So, his first attack will be random, but from there it will be incredibly easy to predict how he will attack, since he'll just be alternating between the 2, which honestly serves to make this boss fight easier. Anyways, on to the only other threat present in Dream Night, Nunu, the vacuum.
Poor Nunu. Who blew his back out? I knew someone was gonna make that comment, so I had to do it before y'all did. I got to the joke before you did.
Or, if you have bad teeth and your country's food tastes like shit, a Hoover. Nunu is very simple, really just being a distraction character. He will randomly wander around cameras 4, 5, and 6. Occasionally, you may hear a loud metal bang. That means Nunu is just being a pesky little guy. Find which camera he's on, which should be pretty easy since his eyes will be flashing and he'll be emitting a nasty noise. Simply flash the camera he's on and bada bing, bada boom, he's dealt with. Upon beating Dream Night, you will unlock that special character in the Custom Night screen. Spoiler alert, it's fucking Evocation. You might be wondering where Nunu is. Well, Nunu is actually a part of Evocation. So if you activate Evocation, Nunu will be activated alongside him as well, which I honestly think is really cool. As far as the story of this game goes, Avocado Dreams kept it pretty simple. After completing Night 5, we get this news article along with our paycheck. Infamous Tubby-land daycare finally sees its end after a 15-year-long battle to sell the property. Following a tragic accident back in 2000, the childcare facility promptly closed its doors and left the building dormant, alone, and forgotten. Years having flown by, locals urged city officials to accelerate the auction process due to rumors that have been circulating the desolate daycare. The property is planned to be utilized for a brand new facility using the same philosophies and presentation ideas, but aiming for a new and safer direction. So it's very clear that something terrible happened in 2000. So what could that possibly be referring to? According to the wiki, back in 2000, Nunu fucking exploded inside of the daycare.
What? Nunu explode. Oh, that makes a lot of sense to why his back was blown out. I'm gonna bet you it was evocation. I'm gonna bet you evocation blew his back out. That's why they stay together. That's so stupid.
They're starting a massive fire. Our player, Parker Anderson, was in the building at the time with his son, Lucas. Lucas most likely being the identity of evocation, which would also make sense as to why Nunu is activated alongside of him and why a child will laugh when he gets close to the camera. When the fire erupted, Parker left the building and saved himself, leaving his son behind to be burned alive. Years later, as the building is going to be demolished after being sold, Parker takes up the night shift job. He's unable to move on. Filled with guilt, he's not capable of forgetting what he did. Of course, Lucas's soul lingers inside the daycare, still angry, unforgiving of what his father did to him. So in Dream Night, he lashes out to attack. There's honestly not a whole lot of info on this game's lore. That is quite literally all I was able to gather from it. If there's anything I'm missing or something new comes up after this...
Of course, Lucas is mad, so he tries to kill you. He's just an angry little boy.
All I was able to gather from it. If there's anything I'm missing or something new comes up after this video goes live, please let me know in the comments below, as I definitely feel like there's a bit more to this. But as far as I'm aware, that's all the Remnants of Tubby-land has to offer. Overall, I think this game is incredibly scary. It's very good at keeping you on your toes the entire time, and while I may feel like the later nights are not balanced very well, and that there is still a large deal of RNG to have to deal with, I can't go without appreciating Avocado Dream's attempts at mitigating it as much as possible. But let me know what you think. Do you agree with me, or do you think that this game is just a bad attempt at recreating the amazing experience that was Graveyard Shift at Freddy's? Let me know in the comments below.
It was pretty good for what it was.
In my Tubby-land video, I asked you guys what your favorite non-traditional FNAF game was, and my favorite answer was this one by GeoFreaks. They said Tyke & Sons Lumber Co., and I think that that's one of the most enjoyable experiences I've ever had since starting my channel, and you can see my full playthrough of it over on my second channel, DxtrWhite. The question of this video is, what has been your favorite horror game from 2025? With the question of the video being asked, subscribe to the channel, I'd appreciate it a lot.
All right then. Well, that was Tubby. That was the great Tubby. My brain just stopped working. Well, that was the amazing thing that was what the Teletubbies? What was the name of it? I'm so slow. The Remnants of Tubby-land. Sorry, I just completely forgot. I was not paying at all a close amount of attention to the name. But I don't know, what did y'all think of the video? And if you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And you know, I hope y'all all enjoyed the video, and I hope you Snowfluffs have a great day. See y'all next time.